Hey folks, welcome to another Triple T Thursday. For those just joining us, that's Tools, Tips, and Talk, where we'll discuss info for the knife maker. In today's episode, first I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Boxing Day, and just generally Happy Holidays. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at this folder that I've been working on. This is a Damascus folder. I want to show you guys this. And then I'm going to go up to the office and we're going to etch my maker's mark in this with the laser. And I'm going to show you an addition to the F1 Ultra that I just got. Let's go down the table and take a look. Here is the folder I've been working on. If you saw last week's episode, you saw that I tried to anodize the liners and they came out kind of like a brassy, bronzy kind of color. I wasn't really happy with that, so I ended up actually redoing them and actually redoing the scales. I changed them to this desert ironwood burl, mainly because there was a bit of a gap between the bolster and the scales that I was not happy with. I think just the silver buff on the liners just made them jump out more and just really blingy. So I'm very happy with them. The contrast on the Damascus came out really nice, and I'm very, very happy with the action on this knife. Probably the nicest action on a knife, on a folder that I've done yet. So I'm very proud of this one. I also decided to go with a copper pivot pin. So so that's the knife that I just finished, and we're going to be doing a maker's mark on this one. I'm going to be putting my maker's mark right where the cutout is. I think that is a really good spot for it, so it's going to go right here. So you'll see the shark even when it's closed, and when it's open, you'll see it right there. So let's go upstairs, take a look at the F1 Ultra, and get that lasered. So I'm ready to laser my maker's mark onto this knife. I'm using the X-Tool F1 Ultra. I've done a video, I'll put a link up in the corner to this specific laser. The X-Tool folks just sent me a new attachment because in the video I actually complained about the air filter, which is down here. Okay, simply because I used to have the F1 and the air filter would come on automatically. This one that I have hooked up right now, you actually have to turn on every single time the laser goes on. And the old one on the F1 came on automatically, and I was like, why did they do that? So they sent me the upgraded filter, which has an auto mode, which will come on when the laser comes on. And you notice the size difference. This thing is huge, and it has a whole bunch of filters. You can see there are 5 different filters that actually go into this thing, and each one is separate. So really, really amazing. You actually have to put these in order, but really, really cool. Very, very strong filter and really protects the environment. When you're doing it in an enclosed space like this, the lasers, especially when you're doing things like the lacquered business cards, produce a lot of unwanted fumes in the area. So the filter is a really important thing. But let's get back to doing the maker's mark on our knife. So we got the new air filter all set up, ready for auto mode. Now let's go set up our laser for the engraving. So the first thing you always want to do on this laser is to make sure you've got the height set, and that's really easy. The blue dot and the red dot should be at the same point, so I'm just going to raise it a little bit. There we go. Alright, I'm going to leave the blade closed just so I know exactly where it's going to go, and we're going to just set it up and do some placement on it. Now you can see my maker's mark getting framed on the knife, and I'm just going to move the knife around until I get it exactly where I want it. Okay, I think that's perfect. Now let's go ahead and laser it. I'm actually going to leave the hood of the F1 open so you guys can see it easier on the camera. So I've got this set up to run in 3 passes. I'm actually running it at real time right now for the first pass, and then I'll speed it up for the next 2 passes. But I want you guys to see how long it actually takes to do a maker's mark. So that took 1 minute and 2 seconds to do 3 passes. I'll just clean it up a little bit by wiping it off and show you guys. It's over Damascus, so it doesn't show up quite as well as it would be over mono steel, but it looks pretty good and it's pretty deep. Here's some beauty shots of the knife. Thanks for joining me today, folks. We'll see you on the next one.